In Bondy, a small suburb of Paris, a young boy ran through the streets with a ball at his feet, faster than anyone could imagine. That boy was Kylian Mbappé. Long before the world shouted his name, he whispered it to himself, not with arrogance, but with faith. Faith that one day the world would see what he already knew deep inside. That greatness was not a coincidence, it was a choice. His parents taught him discipline, humility, and love. His father, a coach, his mother, a former handball player. They didn't raise a prodigy, they raised a worker, someone who believed that talent gets you noticed, but work keeps you remembered.
On regarde dans l'histoire, les meilleurs, c'était des Noirs et des Arabes. À part Platini, Cantona et tout.
As a kid, he had posters of Cristiano Ronaldo on his wall. He didn't just admire him, he studied him. Every movement, every celebration, every decision. He was preparing for a future he could already see. At just 17, the world took notice. A teenager lighting up Monaco, tearing through defenses like it was destiny. And maybe it was. He became a symbol of hope for every kid who grew up with more dreams than resources, for every soul who dared to believe that their background doesn't define their ceiling.
Surtout le fait d'être ensemble, le fait d'être tous ensemble dans une bonne humeur. Voilà, c'est bien avant de préparer l'entraînement.
When Paris Saint-Germain came calling, it wasn't just a transfer, it was a statement. A boy from Bondy representing Paris, his city, his people, his story. The pressure was enormous. The world expected perfection. And still, he smiled, because pressure doesn't break diamonds, it creates them. Then came 2018, Russia, the World Cup, and the moment that changed everything. At 19, Kylian Mbappé became a world champion. Not by chance, not by luck, but by preparation meeting opportunity. He became the youngest French player ever to score in a World Cup final, since a legend named Pelé. In that instant, a boy became a hero became a leader, and a leader became a symbol for France, for football, for an entire generation. But success brings shadows. With fame came criticism, pressure, doubt. People questioned his decisions, his loyalty, his ego. They forgot that behind the superstar, there's still that kid from Bondy who just wants to play football. And yet, every time he falls, he rises higher. Every time he's doubted, he answers on the pitch, with goals, with vision, with leadership, because Mbappé doesn't run away from challenges. He runs through them. In 2022, in Qatar, he faced heartbreak, a World Cup final that slipped away by inches. But in that pain, the world saw something even greater than victory. Resilience. A hat trick in a World Cup final, an entire nation on his shoulders. And even in defeat, he stood tall. Because true winners aren't defined by trophies, but by their response to loss. He walked off that pitch with his head held high, not as a loser, but as a legend reborn. And now, with every match, with every record broken, Kylian Mbappé writes a story that inspires millions. He represents more than football. He represents belief. He represents the idea that your dreams are valid, no matter where you come from. He's not just chasing greatness, he's redefining it. Throughout this season, we've witnessed stories of resilience, ambition, and triumph. Cristiano Ronaldo, who turned rejection into glory. Athletes who stood up when life knocked them down. And now, Mbappé, the living embodiment of the new generation of winners. each story different, each journey unique. But one truth unites them all. They never stopped believing. Greatness isn't about how far you've come. It's about how much further you're willing to go. The winner's journey isn't just about athletes. It's about dreamers, fighters, believers. It's about the fire that keeps you moving when no one is watching. The moments of doubt that shape your destiny. And the courage to stand tall, even when the world tells you to sit down. Kylian Mbappé once said, "You should always believe in your dreams, because if you don't, no one else will." And that's the message we leave you with. The journey never really ends. It evolves. Just like the champions who write their names in history. From the streets of Bondi to the stadiums of the world. From the first kick to the final whistle. This is the story of those who never gave up. Because at the heart of every legend, there's a human being who dared to dream. This is the winner's journey, and it's only the beginning. I'm the voice of those who rise again. And you are the next winner.